August 11th, 2025. Welcome to This Week in Waukesha, podcast number 2, where and again, I'm Don Brown, your host. I'm coming to you from the office of former Alderman Don Paul Brown in the Work Hub Studios here in the 5 Points right in downtown. I am joined by the mighty Max Martinson, and this is a civic media production in cooperation with WRJN AM 540. And we're really glad to have back Steve Schuyler of JavaTwist. And many of the listeners, again, will know Steve and his product, I guess, maybe more than Steve. They know the JavaTwist from their booth at the Waukesha Farmers Market. And there's 9 different types of beverages, right? As
Yes,
well
sir.
as a series of mixers for those of you who like a good, refreshing adult beverage.
Yeah.
And it's currently a 2-man operation, but would love to see it more scalable with interested investors. And again, based on as what you're saying with the success of the product, that it could be a likelihood some point down in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I've talked to a lot of people in the beverage space outside of Waukesha and
Mhm.
nationwide. And I got to be honest, Don, we are the only company that I know of
I was gonna
doing
guess there's no Me Too's, there's no brand
anything
equivalents.
with fruit and coffee.
Yeah,
There isn't anything else out there with fruit and coffee. And so, because of that, it's almost like Coca-Cola for the very first year, right? Nobody knew what Coca-Cola was. I mean, they sold like 5 bottles their first year.
yeah,
They just didn't know what it was. And then when you try it, and we are oversaturated as a culture. There's so much. So it's really just us being seen. And then I truly believe that Java Twist could be a disruptor in the beverage industry. I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot of emphasis on clean ingredients,
yep,
and we really are specialized with clean ingredients. We use simple fruit juice. It's just lemon juice, water, sugar, and coffee, or if it's monk fruit,
Do you make those fruit juices yourself, or do you buy them from like a distributor or a?
So we have a couple of different ways. Our main way would be concentrate, right? So we
Okay,
buy there's a place in Illinois where we buy a concentrate, specifically the cranberry. I cannot find This was part of the scaling problem that we had, was finding juice that was readily available that we could scale with us. When I go to make a large amount of product, and by large for me is 20 cases, right, of
mm,
product, that's large. I couldn't find enough juice to match my recipes.
yeah,
And so we would be buying it from anywhere and everywhere. Well, then finally found this place in Illinois, and we've established a connection with them, and that's really great. And so it'll allow me to scale then the fruit.
yeah.
Anyways, the coffee we use Collectivo. So Collectivo's
Oh,
in Milwaukee, River West, and they're able to scale with us.
sharing with
And
a
so,
local purveyor. That's great.
yep, that's right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
from that standpoint, we're poised, and so I really think that we could be a disruptor in the beverage industry, especially if somebody came along and tried it and really liked it, and then boom, it just would take off if they had. It's
Yeah.
all about money and capital.
Are you allowed to sell to bars or restaurants, or do you need specific licensing for that?
Nope,
Or you
I
can sell
sell
direct,
to
right? Yeah.
I can
Do
sell to anybody and everybody,
do
and
you have
that's part of
placement in any of the restaurants or the local stores currently?
nothing.
Or okay,
Not as Unfortunately, we do have store in stores.
okay,
So like Chef Tam's Kitchen downtown
yeah,
Waukesha. We're in Muskego. What used to
hmm
be Pops Marketplace is now just Pop. I think it's
yeah,
just Pops. I don't remember the name of it.
okay.
Um, we're in downtown. We're not in downtown Milwaukee. We used to be in the West Dallas Cheese and Sausage,
Oh,
but
cool.
we were in our biggest kind of tip in the water was we were in 6 Meijer stores for about
Oh,
6 to 8 months.
that had to be hard keeping up with
Oh,
production.
it was incredibly difficult,
Yeah,
but it did not move the way they wanted it to move. It sold, and even though we were on kind of an end cap in the middle of the store, out of the way, it wasn't up by the beverage aisle. Um,
yeah, right.
you got to pay to play for those. um, we still sold product, but it didn't move as fast as the big corporate store wanted, and so they
Right.
ended up canceling us. But I got to tell you, it was a learning thing for me, and it was a learning. I mean, it was really learning. Like,
Yeah.
how do they do this? How do they do that? What
Yeah.
are they looking for margin wise? What do I need to sell margin wise to be competitive?
Right. Yeah.
Um,
So
so
I have to interrupt 1 second here,
go
Steve,
ahead.
since you mentioned Myers. I'm on the board of the Waukesha Food Pantry, so I want to remind everybody that on the Saturday, August 16th, on the Myers on Sunset Drive, you can increase your support for the food pantry. You can purchase $10 Simply Give donation cards through September 27th. But this Saturday, Myers will double match all cards purchased. So turning it to be your your $10 contribution would become a $30 donation to the food pantry. They did this, I think it was last December, and someone wrote a check for like $4,000 in earnest, and that was a really really wonderful gift. So, and then they said if you can't make it this Saturday, there'll be another double match day on Saturday, September 13th. So keep that in mind for those of you. Food insecurity has unfortunately become a bigger issue now in today's. And even though we're one of the most affluent counties in the state, there are good families with with good jobs that still suffer from food insecurity. So
Yeah,
if you happen to
kudos,
be shopping on Saturday, check out the Myers on Sunset and pick up a $10 gift card if you could.
kudos to Meyer for doing that.
Yeah, yes, definitely. They have a soft spot in my heart because I went to college at Michigan State, and Myers was like Walmart before Walmart, but they didn't have that global footprint that Meyer had, in terms of their planning.
Right.
But they were like, when you think of like when the J.C. Penney's of the world or the clothing stores started to store or close and go big box, a lot of these rural communities needed all these other retail needs fulfilled, and so Myers expanded from groceries into clothing, computers, furniture. Like I remember, and of course they were big in a college town like East Lansing because in the week you move in, you just go get all your stuff from Myers, and not just your groceries, like your furniture and your printer. Like just it's just amazing all the different things
Yeah.
that they had, and it is good to see that they've expanded the footprint regionally. There's a few stores in the Chicagoland area, and there's a few up here in Milwaukee area. And even though we got some great retailers, it is nice to have Myers as an alternative. So, and,
Yes,
and they
sir.
gave you a shot too, which is great because you haven't been approached by any other retailers, right?
Not big box like that. No.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
So
I had Costco. I had a phone call with Costco, but
I could see that. Yeah,
we were way too small for them.
yeah.
Uh, that happened because of Cranberry Fest. Actually, I was selling
Oh,
like
neat.
two doors down from their Costco booth,
Is that
and their
right?
their people came over and they loved it. And I established a really good connection with a couple of them. And they go, "My buyer's going to call you. My buyer's going to call you." And I got a call, and it was just the amount of money that we do is not even close to what they want.
Yeah,
And so
right.
we
Because
just,
they wanted placement in all their stores, probably.
well, even if it was regional rollout, like to two or three stores,
That's a
it was,
lot.
it's still a lot.
Your
You the
two-man shop.
palette of
Yeah,
product. I mean,
yeah,
yeah. So, and then we would potentially be out front doing samples, my product is a heavy sample,
yeah,
right? So, like coffee with lime or pineapple juice with coffee or apple juice, right?
yeah.
Those are all very heavy sample products. People don't know,
Right.
they don't have any idea what that tastes like until you come up to the tent and you try
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I got to get a sample in your hands and then
Yes.
to kind of understand what's
I
going on.
could see that, yeah, because I
Yeah,
could see misgivings, coffee and fruit, how do you figure? But,
right,
um,
right.
your operations in Waukesha, the city of Waukesha, does that also include is there a retail component to it, or is it just strictly the
So
bottling and the
we do have
mixology and the bottling?
a storefront, very tiny little storefront in the front
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
front of the facility, and
Sure.
it's in a strip mall. It's up on Silvernail Road. The address is
Oh,
2331 Silvernail Road. We are,
2331 Silvernail Road.
yep. So we're right next to Shepherd's Chiropractic, uh,
Oh, nice.
if you know where that is.
I
And
think
then
so, yeah.
it's in the same strip mall as Plaza Garibaldi.
Okay.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're down. I guess you would go from Silvernail and
Uh-huh.
Grandview. You go west, and it's kitty cornered from the Red Cross. It's on the other side of the street.
Oh,
We're
okay.
facing we're facing 94, the
Nice.
highway, and it's right there. And you can come in. There's a little small little area at the front of the store,
Yeah.
but more importantly, the back side is the production. And
Okay.
I'm not there every day,
Yeah.
obviously because of the school district and my responsibilities.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I try to get in there 2 to 3 times a week, uh,
Okay.
to get into bottle and to meet our demands for that end of it,
Yeah.
plus our rent.
Sure.
um, so anyway, so
Oh,
yeah, we're in there. So if you
yeah.
don't know, or if you don't know if I'm going to be there and you want to come and visit, because I'll take
Yeah.
you on the dime tour or on the nickel tour. Um, I'll show you the process behind how I do it. Even though I post a lot of the videos, you can see a lot of that on our social media. How I do it, how I do everything behind the scenes. But some people want to see it, so that's no problem. You can come in and visit. Just text me or call me on my cell, and I'd be happy to meet you. If I
Okay. That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and if you want me, I can give that to people here. My cell phone number is 414-469-9173.
Okay.
And
I
that's
appreciate
so
that. Yeah.
you're welcome.
Terrific. Thank you. Yeah. No, that'd be great. And and for sure, like just the fact that we can catch you at the farmers market and Saturdays,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's going to be a great thing. And the winter farmers market
Yep.
and your storefront right there in Silverdale.
Right
Uh,
on Silver now. So
you
we
got it
also
all.
we do ship, and I have shipped all over the country.
Uh-huh.
So if your son or daughter, wherever they are in college,
Sure.
California, I can ship
Yeah.
it to their house. And
Okay.
I have shipped it everywhere actually. Because if you hear about it, you're intrigued and you want to try it. And
Yeah.
so I have we try to have conversations like this all the time
Yeah.
about what JavaTwist is, and then people are intrigued. And I do TikTok lives, so people from all over the world are watching when I do a live, and I'll go on and bottle live, and they'll see that and they're like, "Oh, where do I
Cool.
get this drink?" And I say, "Go to our website, order
What's your
from our
TikTok handle? Is it Java Twist?
drink JavaTwist." Yeah,
Drink Java Twist. Okay, on TikTok.
yeah.
Great.
If you
Drink
just
Java Twist on TikTok.
if you Google us, you'll find us. I have a YouTube
Okay.
page. I mean TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Clapper is like TikTok. I mean, it's like there's all sorts of different ways, and video, small short form video is really popular. And I feel very strongly as an entrepreneur that I am trying my best to show you who, what, why, when, where, how, right? To get you to know, like, and trust
Yeah.
me that
Yeah.
I can do this thing, what I'm talking about. And
Okay.
the know, like, the trust, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't know me, you're not going to trust me. If you do know me, maybe you'll trust me
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
that my drink
Well,
tastes
yeah.
whatever. So I show a lot of people trying the drink, sampling it. That's not me saying, "Hey, this is delicious." You got somebody that's unscripted that walks up,
Yeah.
takes a sample, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is so delicious."
You
You
know,
know?
yeah, you should check out. Have you been to Sweet Sensations yet? Henry's been on the show a couple times.
No,
He
where
grew
is
up.
that?
He grew up kind of west suburbs of Chicago, and he's here. He's in right he in the Five Points in downtown Waukesha. Like where the street where Dave's is.
Yes,
It's on that. If you're going, what would that be? Like you're going towards Maddie's, going or like you're going towards the hospital from the Five Points down that street.
yes,
And Hannon's, it's across from Hannon's.
yeah, okay,
In the charcuterie place, and it's
yes,
just their original location was in Heartland. So if you ever been to your kids were playing
yep.
at Arrowhead or something, they were there. Now they're known for their milkshakes and their burgers. It's a burger joint. They got really good burgers and sandwiches. Um, they got these
So
really amazing doughboy like kind of donuts that are amazing, and
is it next to the charcuterie place?
it's right across the street from the charcuterie place. Charcuterie place
Oh,
is next to Hannon's. Right
yes.
across the street there is
Okay,
Sweet Sensations, and
okay,
like
yes.
Henry's from Chicagoland, from your neck of the woods, and
All right.
because that's us, talking to Henry. I mean, Chicagoland has a great culinary tradition, and just a lot of great food and
Yeah.
drinks, and did that did your kind of your growing up in Chicagoland kind of influence your passion for beverages and making them and or did that just kind of come with the way you kind of described the story that you kind of fell into it
Yeah,
working with
it
coffee?
wasn't it wasn't necessarily Chicago. I mean, Chicago's a foodie town, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I loved about it.
I I'll tell you a quick story. It really wasn't Chicago. I went in college to a mission trip to Brazil,
Oh, nice.
and I was there for 8 weeks, 9 weeks.
Okay.
I found in 1998. This is gonna date me, but 1998, I was in Brazil when they were playing the World Cup, and they went all the
Oh,
way to
yeah.
the final game.
Yeah.
Anyways, they lost,
Yeah.
but I went to this restaurant, and it was churrascaria, they called it. It was basically like our version of Rodizio Grill or the Texas Day Brazil that we have in the Milwaukee area.
Okay.
It's where they come with the meat on the skewers and they cut it off.
Yeah.
It was a Brazilian churrascaria, is what it was called. That, if I could say anything, started me on this journey of culinary food because
Sure.
I love to cook. I'm a home backyard barbecue nut.
Yeah.
Uh, I love I love everything to do with cooking, and beverages was kind of born out of that because I like to drink non-alcoholic drinks, right? And so,
Yeah.
and then it just paired really nicely with coffee when I was doing it for the church and all that stuff. So it really just kind of grew out of my growing as an adult. Really, it wasn't inbred. My parents weren't foodies growing up. My mom
Right.
cooked at home. I mean, salt. She's Norwegian, so I
Right.
used to say if it was more than salt and pepper, it was too spicy.
Yeah. Oh,
so
funny.
we it was very simple, clean cooking of delicious Norwegian food, but nothing else. So when I was in college and exploring those other avenues, man, it was just this world of palate open up. Anyways,
That's pretty cool. I love stories like that.
yeah,
So, oh, that's terrific. And you said now you are a fully converted cheesehead, a Wisconsinite, right?
absolutely,
Packers fan,
no doubt about it. Go Pack,
Brewers.
go,
Yeah.
go
So
Brewers! Yes,
yeah. So oh, that's great.
yes, sir.
It's funny because like, can I ask where you went to college? You said you went up north.
So it was a Bible college up north, and it's no longer in existence. It was called Northland, North
Okay.
Baptist Bible College. So
Okay.
it is no longer in existence. It's a camp, and but the college is gone. So
Okay.
unfortunately, but it was in like real close to Iron Mountain, if you know where Iron
Oh, it's
Mountain.
near the UP. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
right. It was right on in Wisconsin, right below the border. I was there for 5 years. I crammed four into five.
I had some college pals from Kingsford,
Yes,
Iron
yes,
Mountain. Yeah. Go Flivers.
yeah. There you go.
Voted top 10 worst nicknames by ESPN. I thought it was cool, because a flivver was a Model T that used to be made in Kingsford and Iron Mountain.
Yeah,
That's where
we
that
used to
nickname came
go
from.
up. We used to go up to the Michigan Tech hockey games
Nice.
up in the Houghton Hancock area of the Keweenaw.
I love that. And I went to Michigan State, and I think back in the day,
Yeah,
um, Michigan Tech and they were in that. There's a great conference called the CCHA.
yeah.
Sioux, Lake Superior State and Sault Ste. Marie was in there, and they were a perennial champion. And
So fun to
Bowling
watch.
Green in Ohio, so many great programs. Ferris State.
Yeah,
That was a
love.
fun conference. So
I don't get to watch hockey anymore, but I loved it in college. It was awesome.
yeah, me too. I'm one of those guys. I'd love to see a pro team come to Milwaukee.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, but I like the Admirals are fun.
Yes, they
Max
are.
here did a great project on the Admirals that I got to be the broadcaster or the host for. It was a
Oh,
30-minute special, and that was a lot of fun.
cool. I
Learn-
know Madison, UW Madison has a great team, right?
It's a great college hockey, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
absolutely. So
on the girls team too. It's fantastic.
I was just gonna say the ladies team's better than the guys.
No, their coach for a long time was Miracle Mark Johnson, from the 1980 Olympic, gold medal team.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's it's funny, like two of the greatest athletes in Wisconsin's history in terms of are like the least well known. And Mark Johnson, the other one was Eric Heiden, who won all like 5 gold medals in speed
Yes.
skating in 1980.
Yes.
And like he like nobody, if you walked in the room right now, no one would recognize him. But
Is
every
he
4 years when he goes to a Winter Olympics, like everything stops.
still in training down at the Pettit?
Eric Hyde, no, he's a surgeon. He's been a surgeon the last 20, but he did like bike racing too. So a lot of neat stuff.
Wow.
So, but that could be a whole other podcast, on Eric
Yeah.
Hyde. Yeah, next time if we get near the Winter Olympics. So Max, we'll have to put that in the calendar. But anyway, we have to shut this down, unfortunately. But I've really enjoyed getting to know you, Steve Schuyler, and your products.
Thank you.
JavaTwist. Please visit him at the farmers market or stop by 8331 Silvernail. Did I get that right?
2331.
2331 Silvernail. I was just testing you, Steve. No, but
Yes, you
uh,
were.
thanks for sharing your story, your inspiration as an entrepreneur. I can't wait to get to know your products better. I imagine my wife and I buying your mixers for some of our home entertainment. So, but I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight and let us come into your living rooms virtually. And please remember, especially with this crazy weather, safety is everyone's responsibility. Good mental health is everybody's right. Go Ramila Mahagav, go there, and see ya.